Yes, that's right. And so every Friday we have a business dialogue for you. And so this month we are talking about a marketing campaign. Okay. So these days I feel like marketing and advertising has really changed.
Yeah?
Yeah, because the typical way to do it is no longer that way. The traditional way.
Right, like advertisements in the newspaper.
Or TV. Yes.
Everything is social media.
Yes.
Influencers.
Absolutely.
Product placement. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so true. So, the subtitle is, It's a Challenge, but I know we can do it. Okay. So, if we use this word a lot, if something's challenging, or if something is a challenge, or if something is challenging.
Yes.
What do you feel? We know it's difficult, but is there a nuance behind this word?
Right. Difficult can be neutral, sometimes negative, but challenging is a word that is trying to make that difficulty sound good.
Yes.
Because you can overcome a challenge.
That's it.
Right?
That's it. So when you say it's a challenge, it means, yeah, it's hard, but we can do something about it.
Yeah.
We can overcome it.
It's an opportunity to learn.
Yes.
An opportunity to grow.
Okay. So do remember that when you hear the word challenge or challenging.
Yes.
Okay. Here are some expressions that we're going to cover. Okay. You, especially when we talk about work, you are up to your eyeballs.
Yes.
Okay. Sometimes it could be eyeballs, it could be ears, it could be your neck. So be up to.
Right. This just means, in the case of work, that you have a lot of things to do. You're extremely busy.
Yeah.
And it's almost like you're about to drown. You're so busy.
It's so true.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay. Think outside the box.
You're going to try and be creative. You're not going to do the normal thing that people do. You're going to try something unique and different.
Okay. And here's a very popular expression used so much. Touch base.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are actually jokes about this now.
Why?
Because it's said so often in business.
Right.
To touch base with someone is to talk with someone briefly. In a business setting, it's about like seeing where the progress is,
Right.
getting updates on things. But she's all the time. Oh, let's touch base over coffee.
Yeah, we'll touch base next week.
Yeah.
It's such a biz term.
Yes, it is.
Okay, let's go ahead and listen to our dialogue.
Can you believe we've been asked to design the campaign for MetroCore? I'm already up to my eyeballs in reports.
I know. It's going to be tough, but maybe this is our chance to prove ourselves. We'll just have to think outside the box.
True. Maybe we can touch base later this afternoon and kick off a brainstorming session.
Sounds good. Let's jot down any ideas before then.
Even if they're just rough ideas, we'll refine them later.
Exactly. It's a challenge, but I know we can do it.
Okay, let's look at our power dialogue for today. It's on page 32. The marketing campaign. It's a challenge, but I know we can do it. Darren begins the dialogue by saying, can you believe we've been asked to design the campaign for MetroCore? I'm already up to my eyeballs in reports. Okay, so they have a client.
Yes.
The client is MetroCore. You like the name?
Yeah, it's a great name.
Okay, it's a made-up name. All right, and Darren is worried because he is already up to my eyeballs in reports.
Yes.
So if you are up to your eyeballs, I'm up to my eyeballs in reports or work. Yeah. How busy are you?
You are busy to the point where you probably cannot do anything else.
I agree.
It's an overwhelming amount of busyness. So if you were to stack the reports up in a big pile, they would go up to your eyeballs.
Yeah. It goes to your eyeballs and then you really can't see anything.
Right.
Unless you do the work.
You're just kind of stuck there
Yeah.
Tons of stuff to do.
So when you hear this expression, think of a pile of paper that goes all the way up to your eyes.
Yeah.
Okay? That's how much work you have. What does Harper say?
I know it's going to be tough, but maybe this is our chance to prove ourselves. We'll just have to think outside the box.
Okay, so it's going to be tough, but. So it's going to be tough, but is our power pattern today. So when something is tough,
Yeah.
It means it's difficult.
Right.
Okay, but how do we use this pattern?
So here, because you're saying it's going to be tough, but it's often used in a way of like, I really know it's going to be difficult.
Yeah.
We're going to have to put in a lot of effort.
Right.
The but here, it's often like, but we can do it.
Yes.
I often hear this type of expression if your boss is trying to be encouraging, or maybe your coach on a sports team.
Yeah.
So it's going to be really tough, guys.
Yeah.
We can go out there and beat this team.
Yeah, but we can beat this team.
We can do it.
Yeah. So you're admitting, you're acknowledging, okay, it's not going to be easy. However, there's kind of hope.
Yeah.
There's a positive result.
Yeah. There's often that expression, it's tough, but we're tougher.
Ooh, I like that.
Right?
I like that.
So it's tough. The first part is difficult, right? Being difficult. But when you talk about a person being tough, it means they're able to withstand difficulty.
Yeah, they're really strong.
They're really strong.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's tough, but we're tougher.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, that's going to be our motto today. All right. So then we'll just have to think outside the box. This is often used, people who are innovators, leaders, thinking outside the box.
Yes. So this box we're talking about is the boundary of what most people do and what most people think. It's the obvious thing or the thing that traditionally people do. But when you think outside the box, you're saying, I'm not going to do what everyone else does. I'm going to try things my way in a unique and creative way. I'm going to do something completely different.
Yeah, that's right. So that's how you think outside the box. So because this is a marketing campaign, when you advertise, you got to be creative.
Yes.
Right? You got to think outside the box. Darren says, true. Maybe we can touch base later this afternoon and kick off a brainstorming session. Okay, so touch base later this afternoon. So if you say in the office, okay, let's touch base later this afternoon or later this week, I feel like you're kind of talking, when I hear this expression, it reminds me of baseball.
Yeah, because in baseball, you have the bases,
base,
first, second, third, and home base.
Right.
Yeah, so this touch base, I'm not sure the exact origin, but if you're touching something, you're kind of making contact with it for a short amount of time.
Right.
In the same way, you're making contact with that person, getting some updates.
Right.
Talking with them.
Yeah.
Figuring out what's going on.
Yeah. And I'd like to mention that this is not a discussion. It's not a meeting. When you use this expression, touch base, it does feel kind of short.
Yeah.
But it's like a quick update, a quick review, or quick something.
Right.
Right.
It feels like there is some process going on.
Yeah.
And in the middle of it, you're going in to see what's happening.
Yes.
And then you're going to go back and do your own things for a while.
Absolutely. Okay, so touch base and brainstorming session, basically throw out a lot of ideas. And Harper says, sounds good. Let's jot down any ideas before then. So jot down means to write it down. And Darren?
Even if they're just rough ideas, we'll refine them later.
Okay, so we have the word tough, we have the word rough. In some contexts, it kind of means similar things.
Right.
But in this context, rough, and we've talked about rough draft, first draft. So what is rough idea?
So a rough idea is an incomplete idea. It is not a fully thought out idea.
Yeah.
It's just maybe your first thing you thought of.
Yeah.
Or a very unclear thing. Had a vague idea about something. That would be your rough idea.
Remember that expression, diamond in the rough?
Yes.
Yeah. So it's kind of in its natural state.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a raw state. Like
You
it
haven't-
hasn't been retouched.
No.
Yeah.
You haven't made many corrections with it yet.
No. And so then Harper says, exactly, it's a challenge, but I know we can do it. Okay, let's go ahead and listen to that one more time.
Can you believe we've been asked to design the campaign for MetroCore? I'm already up to my eyeballs in reports.
I know. It's going to be tough, but maybe this is our chance to prove ourselves. We'll just have to think outside the box.
True. Maybe we can touch base later this afternoon and kick off a brainstorming session.
Sounds good. Let's jot down any ideas before then.
Even if they're just rough ideas, we'll refine them later.
Exactly. It's a challenge, but I know we can do it.
It's time for Power Note. We're on pages 34 and 35. If you are up to your eyeballs in work or reports or whatever, you are extremely busy. It's almost like too much work.
Yes.
So we have a lot of teachers who listen to Power English. So if you are up to your eyeballs in like homework assignments or grading papers, it means you have too many to grade.
Mountains and mountains of papers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Want to grab lunch today?
I wish I could, but I'm up to my eyeballs in budget reports.
Okay, so budget reports. She's up to her eyeballs with client meetings and reports. So it doesn't have to just be like paperwork.
Yeah.
It could be client meetings. It could be, I don't know, client showings. Maybe you're a real estate realtor.
Yes.
Okay, you're an agent, and you are up to your eyeballs with possible home buyers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it can really be anything that is a responsibility or some type of work that you have to do. You can't get out of it.
Yeah.
You're just up to your eyeballs in it.
Yeah, you sure are. Okay. All right. If you think outside the box, it means that you are thinking of ideas that are unique, that are not traditional. And we say unconventional.
Yes.
And the word conventional means that it is the typical, the normal, right?
Right.
Okay. Our usual approach isn't working.
Then it's time to think outside the box.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's hard to do.
It is hard to do. I mean, but I think that is what makes humans valuable in many cases. Coming up with new ideas, especially if you work in like some type of like creative or intelligence-based work, being able to think outside the box, doing something different, coming up with new ideas. That's how you create value. For
Or
your career or your business.
New gadgets, you know? I mean, really. Yeah. So I do feel like there are certain type of people who are just naturally gifted with, thinking outside the box.
That's true. Like think of like musical geniuses.
Yeah.
There are ways to play music that, everyone has heard a million times. But those musical geniuses that do something so different.
Yeah.
But it's still so good.
Right. It's so true.
And they're able to think outside the box. Yeah.
So I do feel like a lot of the people who work in marketing or who work in design, they absolutely must think outside the box.
Yes.
We need to think outside the box if we want to beat the competition. Now, this is interesting. So you are in a competition.
Yes.
There's another team that you're fighting against. So what does that mean in this context?
So maybe you're using a strategy that hasn't ever been used before, right?
Yeah.
And I know in like soccer or in basketball, football, there are different ways, different strategies that people have. But every once in a while, there's a team that finds some new strategy that has never been worked before. They're in a different like format, a different like layout, how they use their players, and that is how they're able to think outside the box and beat the other team, because the other team has never had to play against that before.
So true. It's so true. So you're so conditioned. We are so trained to think a certain way. And this is what we have been raised with that it's really hard to think outside the box. And it is a bit of a gamble, right? It's a little risky.
It is.
So, So I think it's something hard to do, but the reward is big if you do it right.
High risk, high reward.
High risk, high reward. Do you think outside the box, Cameron?
I do think I am not a normal person. In both good ways and bad ways, looking at my life, I do not think I have taken the average, normal path to get to where I am today.
I agree.
What about you?
Well, I don't think we would be here, Cameron, if we were just the normal, ordinary people.
It is true.
Yeah? Okay. Okay. All right. Touch base with someone means to briefly talk or get a quick update and check in with someone. Can we touch base later about the client proposal?
Sure. I'll stop by your desk at 3.
Okay. I just wanted to touch base about the upcoming deadline.
Yes.
Okay.
So both of these, of course, are business examples, and this phrase is almost only used in a business setting.
I agree.
Maybe an academic setting, like professors maybe use this, but I would never say this to friends or family.
Yeah.
It would just sound very funny.
It would just sound like you're in a business setting.
Yeah.
It's awkward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
Right? But it's a great way for those of you who are at the company and you're writing emails to a foreign company and you haven't heard from them. It's a nice way of saying, oh, I just wanted to touch base with you regarding so-and-so.
Right.
Let me know. I'll be waiting.
Yes.
Yeah, it's one of those kind of things that is like, what's your answer? Instead of being direct, a little bit indirect.
Just wanted to check in.
Just check
see
in.
how progress is going.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay. Our power pattern today is it's going to be tough, but it's going to be tough, but we'll get there if we keep moving.
Maybe you're hiking or something.
Yeah.
It's going to be tough, but I've defeated tougher competitors.
Yeah. So our motto today is it's tough, but we're tougher.
It's tough, but we're tougher.
Oh, that's a great one.
Yeah, it might be difficult, but we are stronger than the difficulty.
We are stronger. All right, our power vocab today is rough idea, which means that it's a very, very general, not exact, not detailed idea. Do check out the definition on page 36 and stop by Audio 어학당. Pay a very small fee and you can listen to Power English like 1,000 times.
Yes.
Okay. Have a great day and we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.